Hi everybody, thanks for checking back in with me here. It's MidnightRangeTM, and I'm doing my next installment of the Killer Food series. Tonight we're going to do a killer cheesesteak. We're going to start out with a ribeye, crimini mushrooms, a nice baguette, roasted garlic butter. We've got an herb mayo, some smoked Gouda, and it's going to be good. There's not going to be anything crazy, no foie gras, no black truffles, nothing over the top, nothing that you can't get at your local grocery store. So we're going to start with some crimini mushrooms, baby bellas, you might see them as. Sort of look like white mushrooms, but they're definitely a little firmer, which is great for this because you can sear them hard and they still aren't going to fall apart on you and turn to mush. The beef that we're going to be using is a ribeye, and I got one from the grocery store. No big deal. We'll trim it down a little bit, and one of the reasons I wanted to show this being trimmed is you want to cut against the grain, just like anything else, to kind of keep it tender. And some people might have a hard time figuring out how to cut something like this against the grain because the grain is running this way. Okay, so you can't just cut it like this. So what you're going to want to do is sort of section it off. Okay, and then you've got something that you can work with a little bit easier. Now the best way to do this, if you're the kind of person that can do this or you like to do this, get a whole ribeye in. And while it's still whole, trim it up, do it how you like to do it, and then start slicing super thin. And then when you have enough for what you want to do, cheesesteaks or whatever, then you cut the rest into your steaks. Vacuum seal them, freeze them, or save them for the next day or two and throw them on the grill. But it's obviously going to be easy to work with while it's still a primal. But so you see this, I don't know if you can see it, but the grain's running this way. Okay. That's the end grain, that's the side grain. So we're going to take this and slice it really nice and thin. You can also pound this out, cut chunks, pound it out with a mallet or something like that, or a pan, or another person, one of your kids maybe, and get it nice and thin. But you shouldn't have to. So what we're going to do with this cheesesteak, and I've already got the caramelized onions working because they took about 20 minutes so far, is marinate this beef. We're going to sear the mushrooms just in a little oil, nice and high. We're going to hit a little garlic butter that I've done with a little Montreal seasoning on the baguette. Throw the baguette in the oven. So we're going to toast this baguette. We're going to sear the mushrooms at the same time. And then we're going to sear the steak. Combine it all together. And we're going to hit it with a really nice fresh herb mayo that I made. The mayo's got fresh basil, fresh parsley, fresh scallion, and a little bit of fresh thyme. Like I said, we're going to do this in one take because I only got one steak. So we're going to take this, we're going to spin the camera around and finish it up. This is the roasted garlic mayo. It's got a little Montreal seasoning in it, which is cool. It's going to get nice and buttery, nice and good. And we're going to throw that in the oven. You can also do it in a pan if you want to, or on your grill, if you want to do this on the grill. And while that's going, I'm going to spin this camera around, and we're going to check out what's going on over on the stove. Hey guys, we're back. And got a couple things going here. We've basically got some caramelized onions that have been going for about 20 minutes now, and you can see how gooey and really nice and sweet they are. Okay, take your time with them. That's just a little bit of canola oil, a little bit of olive oil would work too. And neutral oil is fine, you don't need to go expensive. And a yellow onion. Make sure you do a yellow onion because they have a little more sugar in them and they will caramelize. If you try and do it with a white onion, you're going to get sauteed onions, but you might not get the caramelization that you want. Okay, nice hot pan. Again, a little bit of oil. The mushrooms are going to soak it up a little bit, so it's okay to start with a decent amount. Give these a good hard saute. Now I've got a couple of different pans going, and you don't have to do that at home. You can kind of do it in stages. You can have your caramelized onions done the day before if you want. You can also do your mushrooms ahead of time, kind of put them off to the side. And then when it comes down to the moment of truth, you throw your roll, your baguette or your roll or whatever you want in the oven with the butter. We're gonna saute the steak here. Let's check that bun. Looks good. We're going to hit the ribeye in the pan. And then we're going to actually use this third pan, or this pan, to build, to combine everything. Okay. I'm going to take this time to season the mushrooms, and now the onions that are in there. Combine. Next. We're gonna hit that bun with a little bit of the mayo. That is some good stuff. And smoked Gouda. Love it. Pound that in the oven for, I don't know, 2 minutes. And when it comes out, take a look. The Gouda should be nice and melted, heated through. And a nice homemade cheesesteak. Again, I'd like to thank you for stopping in. Midnight Range TM. I hope you subscribe, like the videos, share the videos, and down below, underneath the comment section, go ahead and give me some comments, some questions, and let me know what you think. Cheesesteak. Have a good night, guys.